Hey y'all. How y'all doing this morning? I just wanted to jump on here, go live because I haven't in a while, not by myself, and jump up here and just talk to y'all a little bit about my appointment today. Because I feel like a lot of people don't know or they don't understand how things work. So today I had my appointment with my medical marijuana physician. And you have to go here in Florida. You have to go every 7 months and see the physician, right? So the physician can approve you or disapprove you, decide how much. It's just like seeing your regular doctor for a regular prescription. How much of the medication of the cannabis you can have in different ways to consume it, whether from whole flower to inhalation or edibles, right? All of that is included in that appointment. So they decide all of that for you. But the reason I want to talk about it is because I know a lot of people here in Florida, because the Amendment 3 was on the docket, right? That was the one to make marijuana or cannabis recreationally available. But Florida dropped the ball, which if you watch the election, you know Florida, baby, Florida bounced that ball like we was in the NBA finals. They didn't just drop it one time, baby. They bounced it across the room. Anyhow, all up and down the court. But that's neither here nor there. We talked about that already. But so we went today. Well, anyway, when they put that on the thing, a lot of people here in Florida didn't keep their appointments because they were so sure that it was going to be approved, right? That it was going to become recreationally okay here in the state. Well, guess what didn't happen? It didn't become recreationally legal in the state. So then these people scrambling to get their appointments to get in to see the people, to the doctor and all of that. Now, why y'all up here canceling y'all appointments and ain't nothing for show yet? See, that's the type of stuff. And I don't feel sorry for none of them. Not one of them. Because as adults, what? You's responsible and accountable for your own choices. Like, why is you up in here canceling appointments for nothing that's guaranteed? That's just crazy to me. But we kept our appointment, baby. So I'm good for 7 more months. So for those of you who don't know how it works, in Florida, if you have your medical marijuana card, you're registered. You have to every 7 months, we have to see a medical marijuana physician. But once a year, we got to pay the state of Florida $75 for them to give us, renew our stuff. So for our card, because you actually have a picture ID card here in Florida that identifies you, which is good to have because like when we went to Vegas or we're traveling where it is recreationally legal, then we're able to get more or a higher percentage of things than if we were recreationally using it. So it works in our favor no matter where we traveling, what we doing, right? So it carries over like that. So I appreciate that. But it's kind of crazy. Like, listen, for those that don't know, y'all know that how people grow cilantro, how people grow garlic, tomatoes, how people grow stuff like that. That's the same way marijuana is grown outside in the dirt on the ground. Like, why is something that is that natural illegal, right? Like that's kind of crazy to me, but it is what it is. It's the law, it's the rules, it's the regulations. So one thing about me, April gonna follow the rules because I ain't giving it up, boo. I niece it. So I use it for multiple things. I treat multiple things. Uh Sexual PTSD, rheumatoid arthritis, I've already had a heart attack in 2016. So my heart is I have heart issues. So I can't take a lot of opioids because they're not good for me. They're not good for my heart. They're not good for your body, period. So I take, use it for that as well. I also have fibromyalgia and some other things, but that I treat with the medical cannabis. Um, but listen, I'm so upset that they didn't pass that it didn't pass, right, to be recreationally legal. But for those of you still in Florida who still listen, call, make your appointment and go. Like it'll be the same day within 24 hours of your appointment, go and get it took care of so that you have access to what you need to have a happy, healthy life. Because for some of us, if we didn't have it, the option would be a lot of opioids, right? And those make, I don't know about other people, but I know when I have an issue that causes me to have to be admitted to the hospital, I cannot have my cannabis, right? So I usually go on like morphine or something else they'll give me in the house, some strong stuff. And but I don't like the way that make me feel. Like when I take those meds, I don't like feeling like I don't have control, right? Because listen, let me tell you something. You never know when something gonna jump off, right? So this how my mind work. Now, this ain't how everybody mind work, and I'm aware of that. But this how my mind works. So that's really all I care about. Let's be clear. So when I'm out and about or somewhere doing something, I don't like not being able to react or respond to the situation to protect or take care of myself. So I don't like that feeling of not having control. So that's one of the main reasons that I don't like to take opioids. So is that I don't like the way I feel. So I could just have, and then on top of that, y'all know you ain't supposed to drink with them, right? You is not supposed to be consuming alcohol when you is taking them pills. Well, what you say? Baby, no. Y'all know good and darn well. I'm not finna. I want that. I need that. Thank you very much. So I just that's how I choose to take care of my pain. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for watching. So this is a not scheduled. This is just a impromptu live. I just jumped up here and said, let me go live so I can talk about my appointment. So I want to tell those of you in Florida who, if your card lapsed or whatever, because you was hoping for the approval, right, for recreational use, that did not happen. So what you need to do is you need to call your medical marijuana physician. Hey, Miss Young, I'm doing well. How are you? Make sure you contact them and get in. When you go in within that day, your stuff will be all caught up and back on regular scheduled program, right? So you can go right to the dispensary and get your products. But you're going to have to continue to do that here in Florida. You're going to have to continue to go to the doctor, and you're going to have to continue to pay that annual fee. Unfortunately, that's just what is got to happen, because that's what the rules are, right? So make sure y'all take care of that. I do understand, that different things happen for different reasons. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing, boo? But what you got to do is make sure that you are being responsible and accountable. Your stuff lapsed because you canceled your appointment in hopes of something else. See, that's the concern for me right there, is that these adults, right, because of the possibility of something else. How you making permanent decisions off of something that didn't happen yet? I don't get it. So now you the one out here scrambling. That's kind of crazy to me. So I'm talking about I had my medical marijuana appointment today with the physician, and I was talking a friend of mine works there. Well, actually I met her through there a few years ago, but she and I are become homies, right? So she was just saying that talking about a lot of people calling trying to get in, upset because they canceled their appointments and all of canceled their appointments. So because they were in hopes that here in Florida they were going to make it recreational legal. Medical marijuana is the topic in Florida. So they were going to make it Rose. So they were going to, but a lot of people, Florida didn't pass that. So now a lot of people are scrambling because they allowed their things to lapse because they thought that it was going to be recreational legal and they would not need it anymore. But that is not what happened because Florida did not pass it. So now these people don't have their appointments and they're mad as if it's someone else's fault, right? Like you calling and you mad cussing folks out because they don't have appointments available. Well, that's because you and your other 5 or 6 homies, all y'all cancel your appointments. And so now somebody's supposed to jump and go, but you an adult. You's an adult. So why is you up here canceling stuff on a possibility? That's foolish. But you know what? I tell you, if you watch on this here internet or watch adults anywhere, baby, there's a lot of adults that is just irresponsible and unaccountable for their own ass. It's crazy. You make the choice, you make the decision, you full force went forward with it as an adult, and now you mad because it ain't work out like you wanted it to. Well, you should have waited for definitive information before you just started doing stuff. It's legal here. My husband has a whole garbage bag full of it. I'm sick of my house. Oh my gosh, that's the best smell in the world, Jennifer. Ooh, I love it. Let me tell you a funny story, Jennifer. I went one time. This was probably 2017, so a long time ago. But we went to a Taco Bell over in Gainesville, right? We were over there at some appointments, and so I went inside. Well, when I went inside to order, the manager came to take my order, and so one of the employees that came from outside and he walked behind her and she grabbed him on his shoulder so fast and spun him around. Now, you know us mamas, we know how to ear hustle, baby. We can ear hustle. So she say to him, "Is that you coming back from outside smelling like that? What are you doing?" I said, he looking at her. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am. That ain't him. That's me." She bust out laughing. Baby, we laughed hard about that. But she thought that it was him coming from outside smelling like, cannabis. And I had to tell her, "No, ma'am, it's me. It ain't him." Lord, when I tell you she grabbed him real fast by the shoulder, she was not playing with him at all. But it wasn't even the fella. So I said she busted out laughing. She was laughing so hard at me the whole rest of my order. And she said to me, "Thank you for telling me that because I really don't like that representation in my store." And so she said, I'm here because of some other issues. She said, "So I'm thank you for speaking up." And I was like, "No, ma'am. Everywhere I go, it's me. I promise it's me, baby. It's like the perfume I wear, which I only wear one type of perfume. I've worn the same perfume since 1996. But I it was just funny to me. But everywhere I go, be smelling like that. I ain't lying. I am not lying. Jennifer, where you live at? What state you in? Not where you live at like that, but what state you in. Ooh, I love it. You know, ooh, good Lord, I love it. I love to be outside somewhere and just smell nature, Mother Earth. You know what I'm saying? That's the it. Cannabis, that's what it give you. Nature, Mother Earth. That's my outside exposure. You know, I get a little smell out there from outside. Because I don't like outside. Oh, you in the demons, Jennifer. Okay. One of my military brothers is from the D. So I've been there a few times. But okay. I did not know you was in the D. Okay. Yeah, Lord. When I was stationed in Chicago, we used to go over there. Like when he would come home, I would drive over and meet him when I was in Great Lakes. But yeah, Lord. Oh, oh, he do. Dang, your husband got some. Okay. I can't wait till I can have me one, Miss Jennifer. I can't wait to have me one of them rooms. Listen, but you know what? I was talking to someone, and the truth is, the benefits of cannabis far, far outweigh the the cinema. They far outweigh the cons of cannabis. Now, a lot of times, you know, with medications and things, you cannot, that's not always the case, right? Sometimes you just have to take the cons because the benefit is greater, right? But and we explain that to patients, right? When we're doing patient educations and explaining to them about the pros and cons of the medication, adverse reactions, those types of things. I'm just going to say pros and cons. So as we're explaining that to them, but with cannabis, that is not the case. It is not the case. You can't find me one person who had an overdose from cannabis. You can't find me one person who, you know, it's not. Now, some people don't like it or they don't, you know, the way it reacts in their body with the cannabinoids and things when they attach and the way they react, they might not like it, but it's less harmful than any medication on the market. And that's the truth. I don't care what no one says. It's all natural. It's like going outside and eating a green onion out the yard. You know, y'all wait, hold on. Maybe y'all know what I'm talking about, the green onions. But y'all know the green onions in the store, right? You get the green onion, just the stem of it. Well, here in the country, they just grow outside, right? So you could just go and you can pull it, and the bottom of it have the white bulb, you know, the little onion bulb. But you get the green stem part. But you know how you just walk by and get that? That's the way cannabis grow. So I don't understand. What is the argument with it? I don't get it. I just don't understand how something that is that naturally occurring is illegal at all. But not my business, child. We live here. So you got to do it. But I'm telling you, it does a lot to benefit me. I sleep. I don't have to take no sleep meds. Let me tell y'all something. I take 11 pills in the morning and I take 13 at night every single day. Every single day. I take that many pills for my heart. And my rheumatoid arthritis, I'm getting ready to switch back to an injection because the oral medication does not help my RA at all. It is progressing based on x-ray. So yeah, no, we gonna fix that. But it helps so many ways. And as far as people being like, oh, you just be tired, you don't want to do nothing, and make you, listen, it do that to you if you let it. Cause I know that's lazy, that don't smoke, drink, they don't even smoke cigarettes. Do you understand? They just pathetic. They just don't want to do nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with cannabis. Let's be very clear. That's a mindset. You don't want to do nothing. Jim said, yes, it's much better than taking all them pain meds that are very, Miss Jennifer, very, very. I was reading in a Reddit forum, and this husband had to have a procedure done, and they gave him some pain meds. He only took those pain meds for 2 days, and him and his wife was the one posted in the Reddit. They arguing because she telling him he addicted because he wanted to take one of them pills every 2 hours. Now listen, first time, never had any addiction or nothing. But I'm going to tell you what it was. He took one of them pills and it made him a little, he was a little high. And he liked that feeling, and that made him keep doing it. The thing is that once that doctor stopped writing that prescription for them pills, because you done took too many, because they done got real strict about medication. Listen, I was actively working as a nurse when Michael Jackson passed away. And when I tell you the way things changed for prescriptions for opioids was crazy. I had 2 other incidents when I was working in medicine actively as a civilian that I was like, what? And that was H1N1 was ludicrous in the doctor's office. And when we switched over to electronic medical records, when that became a thing. So y'all know that's why I'm retired now, y'all. I am a little older than I look. So anyway, she was saying, and she was like, he's got to go to rehab. And he only took those medicines because they were prescribed by the doctor. But listen, let me tell y'all something. The doctor prescribes those medications because they will benefit or help you. That doctor does not know how your body, how your mind is going to respond to that medication. So if you become addicted, that's a brain thing. Your brain is telling you gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. Cannabis don't do that. Period. It's just safer. It really is. And it helps for so many different things. So many things. And then, exactly, Miss Jennifer, just makes sense, don't it? See, Miss Jennifer got sense, so it just makes sense. I know so many that got hurt and got addicted to them, then went to the hard stuff. Now they're gone. Exactly, Miss Jennifer. And that's exactly what happens because, listen, Tylenol, Motrin, none of that stuff is going to give you what those opioids give you. So in order to get that level of high, you got to be getting on some serious stuff. And I'm talking Nino Brown product heavy stuff in order to get that reaction. But then because of your mind, because listen, if you already taking these pills every 2 to 3 hours, because you talk about you need it. No, you do not. You do not. You don't need that pain pill every 2 hours. You want that feeling every 2 hours. So you go out here, you get it. But listen, that stuff in them streets don't last hours. So then you constantly looking. So listen, what I want is the next time y'all see someone or someone you love is an addict, remember that it's not as much of a choice for them because their brain is telling them they need it. The thing that controls their body is telling them they're needed. The same thing, the same brain that tells you when you need to go pee, the same brain that tells you you're hungry, the same brain that tells you is the same brain that's telling them that they need that. So and yes, they choose not to get the help. But how many Americans are obese? See, this is the part people don't want to talk about. How many Americans are obese and have side effects because of what they choose to eat? You addicted to that food because you don't want to. None of us really, it's not normal to want to self-harm. So when you're doing that, why? So you got to remember that same brain controls all those thoughts and those wants. The doctor used to give them to anyone. Tylenol 3 when I was 12. My grandma said she isn't taking that for an ear infection. Now, you know good and well, Jennifer, that codeine. Hey, Peaches. You know, hey, sis, how you doing? You know, listen, that codeine ain't no joke. And they'll give it to you fast. For those that don't know, Tylenol 3 is Tylenol with codeine. So they put codeine in it. That's crazy. I'm so glad your grandma spoke up about that because you got to know. Hello, how you doing? Your person all over again every time I meet you. Oh, thank you, Alayi. How are you? I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Sober 5 years now, I'm telling my business. A doctor started it. Now, Miss Jennifer, you'll help somebody. Because I'm going to tell you something. People love to think, oh, it ain't them or they ain't. So many people, when I talk to them, Jennifer, about my life, my story, they be like, you can't even see that now. I would have never guessed. You've been through that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And you ain't got to look like you've been through it either. Those are all choices. But I do want to congratulate you. I want to just tell you I will be your number one cheerleader going forward. Because to change your mind, when that is what your mind is trained to focus on or trained to do, and to overcome your mind is one of the toughest things you will ever do in this life other than giving birth. The hardest thing to do is to change your thought process because it's not effective or beneficial. So you are strong, Jennifer. And you deserve all the amazing things. All of them. So I want to encourage you to encourage others because of who you are, because of your strength and your determination. Thank you. I never thought I would make it. You know what, Jennifer? I'm telling you, when you have trauma, right? Trauma, because a lot of times we like the feeling that we get from whether it's drinking, whether it's from whatever the source, right? We like that feeling because we don't have to think about those things that weigh on us all the time. Because the thing about trauma is trauma sit with you. Trauma don't take no vacations. Trauma don't take no breaks. Trauma sit with you. Trauma sit on your head. You know what I'm saying? It's like a crown. Trauma is like a crown, and you carry it, you wear it everywhere you go, right? It's there. And that's how trauma is. And so when you find something in the midst of processing some really dark and heavy things that makes you not think about that, then you do more of that because it's a distraction. And I say this because that was my relationship with alcohol for many, many years, Miss Jennifer. When I talk about how my relationship with alcohol, let me read this real quick before I get into it. Miss Peaches said, "Congratulations, Jennifer. So proud of you. Ain't that right, sis?" Jennifer said, "Thank you, Miss Peaches." Hey, Lala, how you doing? So, but my relationship with alcohol, I used to keep a cooler in my trunk with a half-gallon of Tanqueray all the time. I used to keep me a cup with a lid on it all the time. And when I tell you I drank, I used to when I tell people laugh at me when I talk about I like liquor with liquor, but I used to mix Parmesan, Seagram's gin, and Hypnotic, the three of them together in a glass to drink. I used to drink Tanqueray and moonshine together on ice. I when and I drank every day. Every day. When I would go home, I would take care of my kids. I would do everything I was supposed to do as a mom. Even after I came off active duty and I was as a civilian, I would do everything I was supposed to do. Listen, I was president of the PTA. I was at the school. I volunteered every week in each of my children's classes, at least 2 hours every week in each of their classes. But let me tell you what I was gonna do as soon as I got them little rascals in the bed. I was gonna have me a drink or 5 or 6. And I would drink till I went to sleep. Drink till I went to sleep. Right by myself. It wasn't no social drinking. I didn't care if somebody was around or not. That's what I was gonna do. Because I ain't had to think about nothing. Everything was funny. Everything was funny. Everything was lightweight. All of the stress of, listen, this was when I was single. So I was still dealing with all of my trauma, all of my hurt. So all of the stress of what I should or shouldn't do. All of the stress of how am I going to be a good mom when I don't know what to do? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to go to sleep? Because every time I close my eyes, I relive a sexual assault that happened to me when I was a child. But if I drank, and when none of that, baby, I would be asleep, unconscious sleep. You hear me? But it kept me from having to deal, having to process. So when I tell people, listen, you may look at someone addicted to meth some way. You may look at someone addicted to pain pills, opioids a certain way. But they ain't no different. And that addictive process, that addictive thoughts, all of that is the exact same, whether it's food, alcohol, I don't care what the addiction is, sex, I don't care what the addiction is. The source of that is the same. So you got to be real careful when you look at someone and assume you know the story. Assume you know the why. Assume you know the how. Because the truth is, we all deal with our own demons. But the problem is adults who don't want to be accountable. See, that's my problem for it. I ain't never asked nobody to buy me a bottle. I never hurt nobody because I wanted to. I've never taken anything that wasn't mine in order to be able to pay for my habit. I made sure my kids were not affected by what I was doing. So I have very limited understanding for adults who just don't do what they should do as an adult. No matter what your story is, you still an adult. It ain't nobody else's fault that you making the choices you choosing to make. So you got to remember where you come from, who you are. How did you get where you at? And if we would just focus on that, we would have less time to judge other people. Now, listen, y'all know I can't help everybody. I'm not even going to try to help everybody. I can't do it. But you're an adult, so those choices belong to you and you alone. Let's read some comments, y'all. I'm here trying to stand tall and strong. Lala, you got this. I know it's all over the place. I'm so sorry. But it's going to all work out like it's supposed to. I just don't know exactly how that's going to be, but it's going to be okay. Jennifer said, sounds like my husband. You can't always look at people and tell them. You sure can't. You sure can't, Jennifer. Okay, now. That's the truth. You can't look at somebody and tell they struggle. Never. Unless it's real bad, you know, certain things you could tell because a certain thing, you know, sores, certain ways and stuff like that, if you understand that. But with meth or different things. But no, you can't look at someone and tell what they've been through or what they're going through. I knew we clicked, baby. I used to love me some liquor. I had to not drink like that since my losing my mama and everything going on with your baby, with my baby girl, medically. I didn't want to lose myself in the bottle as much as I wanted to numb everything. I had to not let it get me. That's right. It's choice. See, they're adulting. Hey, Ronzo, how you doing, fella? Amen. You never know what's going on under the surface, no matter how calm the water looks. Say that. Because listen, some of the great whites swim low, don't they? They be deep in that water. You jump in there because the water look calm. or an alligator. You know, I'm here in Florida, child. But wait, we got great whites and alligators here. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy, y'all. Wait a minute. But you know, in Florida, you know, you go to canals and stuff, them gators jump out of there and take people dogs and stuff because they didn't even see the gator there. So no matter how calm that water look, baby, it might be a monster under there. That's the truth right there. Facts. I'm definitely gonna need a drinking one after all this. Listen, Lala. Oh, she said, "Hey, beautiful friend." Oh, Peaches said, "Hey, Lala." So yes, I just wanted to jump on here because I really, it really irritated me when my friend was telling me at my appointment. She was telling me about how people who canceled their appointments are calling in talking about their stuff expired and they want everybody to jump and run at my medical marijuana appointment this morning, y'all. That's it was the office. We're talking about my doctor. And they canceled their appointments and all these things. Now they want people to jump up and run and make appointments and fit them in where they can. Baby, next week a holiday. Y'all know next week Thanksgiving. But as adults, they chose to cancel their appointments when the law had not been passed in Florida. So y'all knew it was on the ballot. And y'all didn't know that. So now y'all gotta cancel y'all appointments. So now y'all mad, grown folks, mad, fussing, stressing other people out because you chose to cancel your appointment. Well, sorry, boo. You know, I mean, it really is that simple. Sorry, boo. See, this is why I ain't answer the phones when I worked in the doctor's office. I was in the back with the doctor because, baby, listen. I answer the phone and tell you some things because I know I have talked to patients over the years, and I will tell them some things because patients think that they can tell you. You don't tell me nothing. Hello, I'm calling you, not the other way around. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I just wanted to jump on here real quick. Y'all will be seeing more of me. Y'all know I done got that content monetization. So I'm fully monetized on Facebook as of now. I didn't share it till November because I ain't see it till November. But y'all, I've been had the content monetization and been fully monetized since October 21st. I ain't even know. I didn't even accept or open it. I ain't even notice it. But it was since October 21st. But anyway, it don't matter. I got it all going now. But so y'all make sure y'all check y'all stuff. All of y'all that's in professional mode, make sure you checking in your monetization on your professional dashboard now. Make sure you checking it. Maybe click on the bonus. If you got the bonus, click on there and it may say no, you no longer have it because you now have content monetization because you can't have both. So y'all make sure y'all checking on that. Check it every day. Because like I said, mine came to 21st October. I ain't know it till last week when I told y'all or the week before. So don't mess no money. But I will be talking to y'all. Y'all know, y'all make sure y'all come on in the morning. Because y'all know we'll be doing Saturdays with us over on Unique Sisters, me and my sister Peaches. Miss Peaches, her perspective. Also, if you're in professional mode, put professional mode in the comments. That way, anyone catches the replay or they're watching right now, they see that you're in professional mode. And if they want to, they can come and check you out. You know, I encourage everybody to check out people. But listen, if you are in professional mode, we have to remember that as we grow, we get busier. So we can't always follow and engage all the time like we used to or like we would like to. I know I struggle with that because I feel like I have built my page with from the social aspect because that's the whole reason I'm on social media is because I like the social aspect of it. I want to get a bag, but I get to be social and get money. So it's 2 for 2, right? But I cannot engage like I used to. because I'm so busy trying to post on all 4 platforms 10 times a day, right? Plus I got to go live, plus I got to make the videos for in-stream ads and stuff like that. Oh Lord, listen. It be a lot. And the bigger you are, the bigger you get, the more of that you have to do. So by the time I engage on my own post and my own comments, I don't really get around to see all my people like I used to. And I really struggle with that. That really is a struggle of mine because I've really met some phenomenal people on this app, on social media, and I am blessed because of that alone. But y'all, I still have to be a wife, a mom. I still have responsibilities. You know, I have a son with disabilities, so I have to take care of him. There's certain things he needs. Listen, and y'all know I don't play about being a wife. Listen, 2 jobs I have that God graced me to do well, and I don't play about them. And that's being a wife and a mom. There is nothing in this world more important to me than those 2 things. And I'm including myself. Nothing's more important to me than those 2 things. Anyone knows me knows that that's just that. But it's a little, it's kind of for me. Because y'all know, anybody who know me know I have engaged the whole time I've been on here since 2022. I have built my page on engaging with other people. And I enjoy it, but I just don't have all that time. So I hope y'all will continue to support me. I'll be seeing y'all in them Facebook streets, YouTube streets. Sometimes I'll be over in the Sesame Streets on the South Side. And we're gonna be there though. I know Jennifer. Listen, I got some people over here on my team that's petty as hell. And they gonna keep me up to date with all the petty stuff. Jennifer Purple. Congratulations. Thank you, Miss Jennifer. I hope you have a great day too. I don't know how people even keep up with all those comments. Oh, Miss Jennifer, I be trying to. I be stressing myself because I didn't get to it. But I do try. If they really support you, they should understand. I agree because I understand. Just don't change as you grow. Keep being you. Miss Jennifer, I'm 47 funky years old. I ain't changing. That's why my page don't grow that fast. That's why all of my platforms have grown slow and steady, and I don't really care about that. But it's because I refuse to conform. I refuse. I'm just gonna be me. And if you don't like it, you ain't got to look. That's all I can tell you. But I would talk to y'all. I see y'all. Y'all don't be in the streets, but I will see y'all in the morning. Do not forget Saturday mornings with us on YouTube, Unique Sisters. Hold on. Peacher said, ain't no changing, just cussing folk out. That's it. That's all. And I ain't gonna change that either. Don't come over here and get me twisted, because baby, I'm gonna straighten it out. Straighten it out. You heard me, sis? Straighten it out. I've seen many people change on this app once they got bigger. You right, but you know what, Jennifer? I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if it's that they changed. The truth is that's who they always was. You understand? Hear me. They did not change. That's who they always was. See, I came on here knowing that money was the motive and social was the motive. That's all. And that's it. I'm not going to behave in any way on this here internet that I wouldn't behave in real life. Because the facts are, my people in my real life support me. They be watching me. I did a live one time where I had 5 people up on my panel, and every person up there was someone from my personal life, except for Yaya. Yaya had came up. That's the day, the only day, but that's the day Yaya came up on my panel when she met Lex. My niece, y'all know, talk sex with Lex. But anyway, I had some of my sisters, my real life sisters, up there with me. So I just don't know how to fake it till I make it, baby. I can't do it, Jennifer, but you're right, they do. But some people up here, after chasing money, see, money is the motive. I'm not chasing a bag. That's the difference. Money is the motive. I'm not chasing a bag. My money came to me. I ain't missed a deposit from Meta since November 2022. Not a deposit. So they being who they are, they just put on a mask at first trying to drag you in there. But they who they are. That's all we need. Don't be encouraging me to cuss and fuss because I don't mind. Hey, Peachy, tell them that we is not them. Whoever them is, that ain't us. Ooh. That's the right word. They fake it till they make it. And then because they start making money, they like to take the mask off. Baby, I already got money. Me and my husband is fully retired. Like, we sit here at the house on our ass. Like, we went to Dallas for a weekend and ended up spending 10 days, and we didn't have to call and tell nobody we wasn't fucking coming to work. I ain't had to worry about no PTO, PT, nothing. You understand? No sick leave, not me nor my husband. We's both retired. Not one, but both. So, ooh, money is the motive. I ain't chasing shit. That's the difference in me and them, Miss Jennifer. And you know what I'm saying. But bye, y'all. Have a great rest of your Friday.